What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, before we hop into this commentary, I want to apologize to everyone who missed out on my stream due to my absence. Some things came up in life, and I had to tend to it sadly, so I had to sacrifice the stream over a YouTube video. But today we'll be back in action, so if you guys want to check out any of these streams, stop on in and say hi. We stream basically every single day for about a few hours, and I personally think we have a nice mix of games over there, including Halo, Battlefield, COD, and definitely more. So if you guys want to check any of this out, link to my stream and all my other social medias are down in the description. But today we're going to be discussing how EA is handling the future of Battlefield 2042. Now personally, I am one of the few people who actually really enjoy the Battlefield 2042 experience. I can agree that the beta was god-awful, but when looking at the foundation of the game, I truly see a ton of potential. Now, how long it takes to get to this potential is a completely different topic for a completely different video. But what I'm trying to say is I had a blast with my time during the beta. But my problem is how will EA handle the marketing of this franchise? Previously, during Battlefield 5, EA started off with basically a Call of Duty cloned trailer. And then afterwards, the developers, DICE, told their community, if they don't like it, don't buy it. So the blame could be put on both the developers and the publisher for the failure of that game. But for Battlefield 2042, it's clear as day to me that DICE doesn't want to repeat the same mistakes in the past. But for some stupid-ass reason, EA does? It's almost as if they didn't put any time into the development of their games, and they don't know what it feels like to have something you work so hard on turn out to be something completely hated by the public. When stuff like that happens, it acts like fuel to the developers or even artists, musicians. This goes for everybody, a lot of different talents out there in the art industry. When your project fails or something hits different, it makes you want to strive for greatness and do better. But when you don't have to develop anything, and your job is to make sure the game makes the most money, they could care less about what the consumers have to say. They care more about the dollar amount. And looking over at the franchise like Call of Duty that somehow makes millions and top sales yearly, they want to copy the formula. Now, if you guys remember a video or two ago, I touched on this topic. I said that DICE put out a playtest for multiple different content creators. I'm assuming, they were forced to put out this playtest by EA. But the test was put out to compare the art styles and UI differences between Battlefield 2042 and Call of Duty Vanguard. Which, initially was a massive red flag. But then yesterday, Battlefield released a brand new trailer, which I'd suggest checking out because it actually looks pretty badass. But the problem with this trailer is it resembled a live-action Call of Duty trailer in every possible way. Basically, stripped directly out of Black Ops 2. While I did enjoy this trailer, I can't help but notice that every time that I go ahead and view this trailer, it just has such a massive change of vibes compared to, trailers released earlier towards the life cycle. It's almost like they're doing a backward strategy from Battlefield 5. Instead of starting off with, trying to steal Call of Duty fans like they did in, BF5, they start off with more traditional styled Battlefield trailers showing off the true scale and insanity of the all-out war sandbox. Then over time, they gradually begin to try and pick up more and more Call of Duty fans by, obviously making more announcements and trailers directed towards the hardcore COD fanbase. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this, obviously knowing that gaming is still competition. EA has to compete with all the other publishers who own the rights to these massive franchises. So at the end of the day, it's smart to take a few fans every so often to try to give yourself the advantage. But it worries me when it seems like they're going full throttle trying to make this game into Call of Duty instead of a Battlefield game. Especially after already successfully winning over so many of your hardcore audience with the initial trailers. It's so completely wrong to do that, because obviously the first trailer of this game was phenomenal. It got millions of views and over 1 million likes as well. It was loved by everybody. And then they're completely changing the direction and the vibes of the whole game, with more stuff that they're releasing now recently. Now, I know there shouldn't be much to worry about. I should just ignore EA and put all my focus on DICE and watch how they handle this title. But no matter what, at the end of the day, EA is pulling the strings, Yes, DICE has the employees with the knowledge and how to design these titles, went to college, got the education, but EA are the ones with the fat budget. Without EA, Battlefield games wouldn't be even close to being as beautiful as they are now. So EA will always be the ones controlling the strings, even if they aren't on the front lines helping with the game. DICE has put together something phenomenal here. Even though people are very salty about the specialists, I would say the only true thing holding this game back from success would be the bugs, glitches, server quality, and also performance. But everything down to the gunplay, which obviously will be much better when the game releases compared to the beta because that's all dependent on servers, the movement, color palette they chose, weapons, time period, the list goes on. But all these things are outstanding, which gives me hope. But we all know changes can happen in a blink of an eye. 1 minute we're playing a Battlefield game, the next minute we're in a Call of Duty clone. I know it's the worst case scenario, and I also know I'm over-exaggerating things. But for an example, for those who don't know, Battlefield 2042 was supposed to initially be a battle royale. No all-out warfare, no conquest or breakthrough, just strictly a battle royale experience. EA already struck gold with their hero-styled BR Apex Legends, but they wanted more. They knew they had a game like Battlefield, which could compete with the other major military-styled battle royale, Warzone, and they were going to take their chances at taking over the whole battle royale scene. But thank God they changed plans and completely scrapped that idea. But you can see hints of battle royale scattered throughout the game, with the specialists and other features which would make complete sense to this being factual information. But instead of following the oversaturated trend, they decided to take a different approach with Hazard Zone, which in my opinion fits Battlefield much better. Also, in the Actman's video, you could see him point out how the UI for this game is almost identical to Call of Duty's, with how they have 3 different sections for multiplayer, Hazard Zone, and Portal. Like how it is in Modern Warfare, with Spec Ops, Warzone, and multiplayer. Or even better, Modern Warfare, Warzone, Cold War, and Vanguard. You guys get what I'm talking about. They have the same exact layout where you can choose, 1 to 4 different items throughout the game, and it'll take you to that specific section. All these tiny things add up and make me think, when will EA quit? DICE is doing a perfect job at wrapping up a solid-looking Battlefield title, but it seems at every single corner, EA wants to copy some aspect from Call of Duty. Whether it's the current trends that COD chases, or even down to as basic as the UI Call of Duty uses, EA wants to chase it all. Because Battlefield is already a massive franchise, and it didn't get its growth from piggybacking from other games. Yes, maybe a feature or two has been mimicked in the past, but DICE has always done a fantastic job at making sure Battlefield keeps its identity. Because one thing that will kill off a game altogether is the lack of an identity. Like Black Ops Cold War for an example, or even just the lack of originality. People coming to a franchise for one thing, but being greeted with a completely different style that they weren't expecting in the worst possible way. But in my opinion, Call of Duty is the last game EA should be focusing on. They should be focusing on how to branch out their core Battlefield fans. Call of Duty is big because it's something for everyone. Everyone gets extremely shocked on a yearly basis, including myself, about how much money COD brings in. But really, it all makes sense. COD doesn't break sales every year because of multiplayer. It breaks sales because everyone can enjoy at least one aspect of that game. The campaigns are always top-notch and serves as one of the top selling points for the game. Multiplayer is always a fun way, or used to be a fun way before skill-based matchmaking became dummy thick, but it used to be a way to kick back with friends. Spec Ops is the same thing, kicking back with friends and having a more casual and less competitive experience. And of course Zombies, which still till this day makes up a huge chunk of income from the initial sales of Call of Duty titles. And of course, now their biggest seller, Warzone. So as you see, Call of Duty brings in money not because it's just popular, but because it offers something for everyone out there. If EA wants to reach this same success, they must do the same thing. Battlefield always relies off of a couple of things, a campaign and a multiplayer. That's it. Yes, we have mods and custom lobbies, but all of that goes into the multiplayer side of things. So unlike COD, there's less variety to capture different audiences. In order for EA to get the same numbers as a COD game, copying their formula won't do them any good, but branching out and trying different modes and experiences will give them this success. Now that's exactly what they're doing right now with Hazard Zone and Portal, but you know damn well Hazard Zone was never going to be a thing, and it was just going to be another battle royale in a similar UI layout as Call of Duty, lined up with multiplayer and Portal. Also, who knows if Portal was even going to be in this game? I bet this game was literally going to be a full battle royale with no other modes, and once that idea got scratched by EA, DICE then had to make use of all the Battle Royale elements and transfer them into multiplayer to save them the time for release. Then, knowing that the core Battlefield fans won't like these things, they decided to bring in Portal to let those players enjoy an experience they like from the past. But regardless of if Portal is legit or not, Battlefield is still heading in the right direction right now. We are seeing a lot more variety with modes, and if Hazard Zone becomes a success, and same thing with Portal, Battlefield will hopefully continue to grow and grow. But please, for the love of God, EA, stop trying to imitate Call of Duty. You have a fantastic group of developers who make really solid games. Let them work their magic. But guys, thanks so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. If you almost hated it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me this ways to do so. I have a Twitter and a Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also want to catch me live stream some video games I do over on Twitch. Link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.